Good morning and welcome to the chat on Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10-2. I'm David Lovejoy.
Good morning. I'm Rhonda.
And I'm Chuckalicious, Chuck Williams.
Coming right back at you. We got them separated a little bit, but that's okay. We still got a lot to talk about. Miss Sydney Greeson. She's with Special Olympics as they get ready to host the Polar Plunge. Chuck, who's worked and coached in Special Olympics, you had a question for Miss Sydney.
Miss Greeson, as we all know, volunteers are at a premium no matter where we go. Let's just say I'm interested in Special Olympics and I have a special talent. Where am I going to go to get registered to become a coach or helper or whatever Special Olympics need? Where do I go?
So you will go to our sotx.org website. You can go to volunteer on that website, and it will take you through all of the steps. You can also go on there and find any contact information for the area that you're in, and you can contact people like myself, the area director, to get in contact and see what your next steps would be.
Okay. Well, I mean, you have need for coaches, for ticket takers, and people to ride along. It just seems like a network of friends as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I asked this question of Sergeant Carla. I'm going to ask you as well. What do you think Special Olympics does for the participants? What does it bring to their lives?
It brings them more opportunities, and it gives them a social aspect. A lot of our athletes, once they get out of high school, they struggle to have that social aspect in their life because they're not forced to have it every day in school. So especially that age group, it gives them a chance to be social and connect with people outside of their family or the people that they live with. And it teaches them life skills like a sports would anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I always get the question of when people talk about this, they say, I have to have special training. You don't have to have a degree in child psychology or physical thing. It's just the act of being there and supporting those kids, right? You don't have to have a degree or a background in dealing with this, do you?
No, you do not. And in fact, our coaches, you don't have to have any experience even in the sport. We will give you any kind of training that you need. We have specific coaches trainings for every sport that we offer. So anyone can do that as long as they go through that training.
How expensive is it for, let's say, getting a kid to the next level of competition? Sergeant Burr was telling us that you guys try to help out. Maybe the family's not financially able to be a part of it. Maybe going down to Dallas this year is going to be costly. How much does it cost? Is it an expensive endeavor for you?
We really try to pay for anything that we can. There's specific scholarships for those type of things that people can apply for if they need that kind of thing. So we help out in any way we can at that point.
When you start dealing with something like this is to me the nth of friendship and what you can show your fellow man. How about it?
Oh yeah. I think we were talking about this a little bit before the show started, but it's really like they're normal people. We just have to give them the opportunity to flourish in that environment.
Yeah, give them those chance. And I think that we have this idea that maybe we treat them, they're fragile.
Right.
They can't be a part, and most of them are kids, and they're just normal kids. They do kid things, and they think like a child. They enjoy things like a child. But we sometimes try to protect it. Maybe I think that's how we look at it. We're protecting them from the world or something, and it's probably the worst thing you can do for a child that has a special need is kind of isolate them from normal everyday stuff.
Right. And that's kind of what we try to do is give them those everyday opportunities that anyone else would get and give them the chance to be social.
Mm-hmm. Now, how long have you been with Special Olympics, Miss Sydney?
I have been with Special Olympics about 6 months.
Wow. So you're new at it. So this is a whole new experience for you and working with people. Is it rewarding for you?
Definitely. If you're having a bad day, hang out with any of our athletes and it'll completely turn your day around.
How can they get a hold of you if they want to support or volunteer with Special Olympics in the coming months?
You can email me at sgreeson, Greeson, at sotx.org, or you can go to our website. Any of our contact information is on there. We have several phone numbers that you can call as well.
Yeah, and Miss Sydney's a very, very bright woman. I asked her during the break. I said, "So are you plunging?" And she says, "No, I have to supervise that day." She's a smart young lady. She's like,
Got
"Yeah,
her role.
I figured it out. I got a clipboard here. Don't reason for a reason. Take the plunge at the Amarillo Town Club to support your local Special Olympics Texas athlete. Anyone, any age. It's going to be Saturday the 21st at the Amarillo Town Club South, 7700 Hillside. Breakfast and coffee from 8 a.m. until 9:30. Registration for the jump begins at 8 a.m. The plunge begins at 9:30 a.m. $60 for adults, $30 for youth. You can go to givebutter.com/Amarillo Polar Plunge to find out more information. And thank goodness for you, Miss Sydney, and your organization. Thank you for what you do.
Well, thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all.
Anytime, anytime. Be a part and help out and meet